wonderful and amazing royals of Africa. Mbolo, Mbolwani, my people. This is your queen, Queen Ngningone II, 17th generation crown queen of the Fang people, also known as the Immortals. Thank you for tuning in for another message. If you are new to my channel and you like my vibe, stick around, you might learn something. So to all our returning royals, to all our beautiful and amazing royals of Africa, today your host, Queen Ngningone II, I will continue my teachings on our wisdom. I want you to be aware that the effort of uniting is ongoing and is currently going on the continent. Today is December 17th, and did you know that a special session is being held today, right, by the Council of Human Rights, in the UN. They asked for a special session for the UN to consider their resolution draft when it comes to Ethiopia. All right? So they're positioning themselves to do the same old thing, the same song when it came to Libya, the same song when it came to Iraq, the same song when it came to everywhere they went and blew up, So I want you guys to know that Human Rights Council, there's 0 African countries, in that Human Rights Council. But and yet they feel that they're in a position to decide the fate of Ethiopia. Over 50 countries, right, are asking the UN the Human Rights Council of the UN, to consider sanctions on Ethiopia or to investigate the possible human rights violation by all parties since last year. For the first time in history, all the African countries united as one. For the first time, the 17 members of the African Union rejected a resolution draft when it comes to Ethiopia. All right? So I want you guys to see in there that many of us are finally waking up, because when you see over 50 countries lining up, and none of them is one of us, over 50 countries, they have already positioned to give them the green light to go and do to Ethiopia as they wish. What does it mean? Should them decide to blow up Ethiopia the way they did Libya, the way they did Iraq, over 50 countries will be okay with it, will join, will even help, all right? But we give thanks to our fathers on the continent that you're finally getting it. Division is what led us to where we are now. So those of us still trying so hard to divide us, I'm your queen. I won't try to sugarcoat it, and as you know, I'm not a candy queen. I give it to you like you need to receive it. Sometimes it's spicy, sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's raw. What does it mean? It means that over 50 countries will join force to tumble Ethiopia, because they know what Ethiopia represents for us Africans. Ethiopia is the big brother. Ethiopia is the land that never got colonized, and their little ego is rattled, and they know the power Ethiopia holds. Ethiopia on the continent is like Haiti to us. The ones, regardless of the beating we receive, we still can hold our chin up. Ethiopia wiped that shame out of us, just like Haiti did. So to those of you out there, dear children of Africa, there's no way you breaking free from the pack think you're going to be given some kind of sovereignty or some kind of right or some kind of power. Our people say that the skin of the gazelle that breaks free from its pack finds itself on the drum of the hunter. What does it mean? When many of you out there are finding your identity outside Africa, know that you are on your own. When you have over 50 countries, now these people, if I may say, all these countries, including France, the United States, and all their flunkies, you will see the list. Some of these countries don't even speak the same language, but they have the one understanding. The Negro men and women must be dismantled. Even if they have differences among them, cultural differences, language differences, behavior differences, but on that one point, they all agree that in order for them to eat, to feed, Africa must remain dominated. So to those of us out there who don't see the severity of what we're facing, I say get lost, be quiet. This here is bigger than your little platform. This here is bigger than you. This here is bigger than me. This here is bigger than all of us. The questions we need to ask ourselves: what do we want to pass down to our future generations? Do we want to pass down another world of slavery? Now this time, they're going in. They will zero it in on us if we don't wake up. So to the little clowns out there talking crazy about Africa, there's a lot at stake. Some of our people out there claim they're indigenous of this land. Look into your DNA and go and find your people. But don't drag everybody else to sync with you just because we look alike. Because in their eyes, we are one. They put all of us in the same trash can. So I don't know what kind of identity some of us out there think they can create for themselves that these people will respect. If they don't respect the motherland we were snatched from, if they don't respect the motherland that feeds 90% of the world needs in natural resources, if they don't respect the native of that motherland, I don't care what you have to brand on their face that will earn their respect. So you have to understand that we must heal the so-called whatever identity. Our people in Jamaica are Africans born in Jamaica. Those trying to divide us, these are Bantus, these are not Bantu. Do you think these people care who is who when it comes time to beat us up, to kick our behind? Do you guys think they care who's Dutch, who's German, who's French, who's British? Do you think they care? The enslaved minds out there, please re-strategize. If you feed yourself and your children from selling your own people out, from insulting them, from degrading them because you want to form a little group, you want to create a little following, be very careful. This is not the time in our history where, like our people in America say, clownery will be tolerated, nor by us, nor by Tata Nzambe. Some of us eat from that, but you look beautiful when you go out there insulting that motherland that the world is uniting to invade, because they always start from the strongest. Just in order for them to enslave humanity, they had to start with us, the strongest. Now on the continent, the strongest is Ethiopia. You think it's going to stop there? They will invade the whole continent and do another slave trade and use the African as slaves to build the new world. Are you kidding? Those of us out there trying so hard to divide us, it will never be well with you. All I know is that our time to heal has come. And the continent, they got that message. They refuse to betray Ethiopia like they did with Libya. Some of them voted for them to go and drop bombs on Libya, and they regretted it. So if people are learning on the continent, people need also to learn in the diaspora. Our people in the Caribbean, in Trinidad and Tobago, Bahamas, Barbados, Jamaica, Guyana, both English and French, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Réunion, everybody, we must stand as one. Exploit our differences. Look at our differences as our assets, because that's what they truly are. Our differences are mere assets we should exploit and make us a stronger nation, a stronger group of people, regardless of our languages, regardless of our pasts. So it's very important that we stand together. Our prayers are with Ethiopia, but we stand together as one. We need a standing Ethiopia as Ethiopia has always been standing, period. So that was the word of wisdom I had for all of you out there. I don't want any of you to feel defeated. Don't feel defeated. Don't be afraid. Reclaim your identity. Dust off whatever bad you know that is crippling us. I say let's return the savagery to its owners. Let's return the barbary to its owners. Let's return jealousy, envy, and all these things that led them to invade us to its rightful owners. Let's dust up. We must look at each other as assets, not as rivals. It's only when somebody come crazy at you, especially like for us girls, and then you're going to wish you have a gangster for brother. Even the gangster is useful. Just learn not to harm your own. Whatever skill you have to use it to the betterment of our people. You have to use it to the protection of our people. We all don't have to sing Kumbaya, but we must stand one as one when it comes to the freedom of our people, to the respect of our people, to the dignity of our people. All right, my beautiful royals. So, as usual, it's a pleasure and a great honor to be of service to all of you. Like I said, I was earlier at a Bantu Re-Education platform. We were doing a live stream, and as you know, it has become almost impossible for your queen to go live. So do you think we expect something other than that from them? Of course not. We won't let that beat us up and walk around sad and all. That's a badge of honor. When they get like that on your case, you know that you have done something. All right? So peace in your homes, always. Our ancestors and Tata Nzambe only dwell in peaceful places. Love in your hearts. Love one another. Even the least of us. All right? And unity, for without which we are done and over. Those of us out there who don't want to unite, who want to antagonize each other against each other, who claim to pertain to this group, people who give themselves the right to hate others because they feel themselves they're righteous. So those they judge not to be righteous, they give themselves license to hate them. Well, let destruction, befall you. Because judgment is for Tata Nzambe and Tata Nzambe alone. Tata Nzambe asks us not to owe anything to anyone but love. So that's what I'm inviting you guys today, to look at everybody in our community as an asset. If you can speak word of wisdom, talk to our people, heal the ones around you, stop entertaining the madness, the things that make us, that make us the joke, the laughing stock of the world. Stop entertaining the people who spread, all these stereotypes about us. Okay, my beautiful royal, it's an honor. And again, thank you so much for your support, for all your likes and share, for all your donations. Thank you. As you know, you can no longer bless your queen through the YouTube platform, right? Because as they bid on me, they can't be getting anything. No percentage should go their way. That's how it works. When you nice, we nice. Okay? So there's the PayPal link if you want to bless your queen and support my work. Please go ahead and use the PayPal link. So peace, love, and unity. Until next time, I love you much. Mwah.